Hi guys, and welcome to another video. Hope you can hear me well. I thought I'd do a bit of a change up and film in another fun, exciting location. I am currently at a place called Vegorama. I'm going to give you a little quick tour of it at the end of this video. But yeah, basically I'm waiting here for a friend. It's an awesome vegan restaurant in Brisbane. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. It's pretty cool. But this video is going to be on 15 tips for solo traveling female. Or, well, they work really for anyone who wants to go traveling on their own. They've never done it and they're scared of it and stuff. So I thought I'd do a quick video since I've done lots of traveling on my own. I love traveling on my own. And I think it's the most interesting, exciting thing that you can do. And there are definitely a few things that I have learned over the years of traveling. And here I'd like to share with you just a quickly my top 15 tips. Number 1, staying assertive and confident, or at least look like you are. So basically when you're in a new place, don't look like you don't fit in. Don't look like you're a scared little mouse and don't know what's happening. You need to be assertive, you need to be confident, even if you're not sure where you're going. You need to look not scared, not have that little scared impression on your face, because people can sense it. And if there are people out there who are targeting travelers in terms of, getting robbed or whatever, you don't want to be emitting that kind of energy. You want to seem confident and assertive, know where you're going. Thanks to car. Number 2, have a phrase book or a piece of paper with most important phrases on the local language. So personally for me, because I'm a vegan, I love having anything that's written exactly what vegan is. So when I'm ordering food, it's no dairy, no eggs, no meat, no fish, in some languages it's important to say no birds either, no animal products. So that's something that's important to me. But also it is important to say, how can you get to blah blah, or where is the airport, or can you help me, something like that. Like, it's good to know and have it written out. I mean, in this generation, many people have smartphones, so obviously you can download a little translation dictionary thing on your phone if you don't have roaming, or you can always use Google Translate when you're overseas as well to translate into different language. And another important thing is, when you found your accommodation or your hotel, take a picture of their address, of it's written out in the local language, or get a copy of their business card. So wherever you are though in the future, if you're lost while you're at that city or in that area, if you're lost and don't know how to find it, you can always show that business card to anybody and they'll kind of direct you towards where to go. So that's something that's been very, very helpful to me when I went to Italy. When in Rome, I didn't know where to go, but I took a photo of a business card, and using that photo, I was able to get some help from those around me, just people on the street, even if they didn't speak English. So that definitely helped me, and I think it's a very useful tip. So tip number 3, stay rested, hydrated, and fed, i.e. stay alert. Especially when you're traveling and you're in airports, make sure that you're rested, make sure that you're half asleep, because a lot of things can go wrong when you're half asleep, right? You're an easy target. People can just steal your bags and you're just not completely engaged in your life, and that's not what you want to do. So be always turned on, be always engaged. So that's my tip number 3, believe it or not. So yeah, don't look scared, just be wary. And I have had, my phone stolen in the past. I have had a lot of different things happen that wrong with me. Actually, I'll talk about it later on. But anyway, tip number 4, which I think is actually very helpful and very useful, especially when you're overseas, but not even when you're overseas and when you're at home too. Have a copy of your passports on PDF. Have them with you on a USB stick, or have your mom or your dad or your best friend have a copy of your passports on PDF, so they can send it through to you if needs be while you're overseas, if something happens with your passport. it is also important to have copies of your passport, just printed out copies, right? Photocopies, not just as a PDF on your USB stick, but also with you, with all your traveling documents or somewhere in your luggage or something, because it's very important to have that proof of identity. And if something happens with your passport, your actual real passport, at least you have those copies. You can go to the embassy and you can get that process started, and it's not as scary and you're not as lost. Okay, next tip. Don't have all your money in one place. I mean, everyone talks about it, right? But it is important not to just have all your money just sitting there in your wallet and this is all the spending money you have and stuff. It's important to kind of only have, I don't know, a couple €100, a couple $100 or whatever. Like, depends where you are, right? Like, understand how much money you're planning to spend in a day, and then only take that amount of money with you when you're walking around. Don't take all of the spending money that you have with you. It is also easier to spend it that way if you have it all with you, right? But if you don't, it's, you can pace yourself a lot more as well. But definitely as well, if something does happen and somebody takes your money, at least they don't take all of your money that you have in a foreign country with you. They'll only take a portion, which is, could be worse, right? Okay, next tip is, actually it is still about money. It's an ATM. So what I like to do is, when I go overseas traveling to other countries, I like taking, using just my ATM when I need to get local currency, because I think it's very, very helpful. Exchange rate is a lot less and it's a lot faster. You don't have to take a huge amount of money. You can just take a little bit as you need it, or like a few thousand, I don't know, baht or dirham or like whatever, like currency wherever you are. You can just take like a few days worth, and you don't have to take that huge lump of money, which is again the safety and precaution. In most countries these days, you can use your ATM at their ATMs. You can use your card, your Australian card or New Zealand card in most ATMs. I even use ATMs in Russia to take out money from my New Zealand Visa card, FPOS card, so it's fine. But when you do decide to use an ATM, just kind of make sure that you trust the ATM you chose. So maybe better off going to the one that's inside of the bank or next to a bank, not just some random one on the street. But I've used random ones on the street as well, so they're not necessarily bad ones. Okay, there's another tip. Have a backup old phone. So that was really helpful for me when I was in Barcelona in Spain. My phone got stolen when I was out in this like little festival parade thing, and literally I didn't even notice it. Some guy just literally came behind me and I saw him like kind of in my peripheral vision. I saw that somebody came up to me, but I didn't really like recognize it, and it was a little bit of I was distracted as well. That was like my problem. I wasn't 100% aware and in control of the situation, so I was just like kind of whatever. So anyway, he came up to me to the side and he took my phone and like it was really annoying and it really freaked me out. And it was really annoying because like so many of my photos were on that phone, like photos from Greece and photos like from Turkey, and it was just like, man, I'm so gutted that all those photos got stolen. I only had like a few of them uploaded at the time so whatever I had uploaded on Facebook, I just have those photos from those countries. But it's fine. The important thing is I also had a tiny little old backup phone back in my hotel room, so at least I was able to pull it out and use it to contact people or to call or use an alarm, like, because for me my phone, like, it had copies of my tickets, it had my everything, really, my addresses, where I was going, my accommodation, like, because everything is e-ticketed right online. So keep an eye on your phone, don't get distracted, but also have a backup old phone if you need to, right, just in case when you need to contact people that are outside or when you're traveling on your own. Next tip, know the subway system and trains. So when you go to a new country, a new city, especially it is valid for a lot of places in Europe, there's lots and lots of subways and trains and stuff like that. and make use of it, because when you use them you look more like a local. Number two, it's cheaper. It's just so much cheaper, and it's a lot faster than a taxi as well. So it's definitely is very, very helpful. So make use of it. Learn it. It's not actually that hard. I've used subway systems in New York, in Rome, in London, obviously, in Athens, just in Moscow and St. Petersburg. Just don't be afraid of it. Just figure it out. Even though it might be on a different language, try reading it and see what it reminds you of, what the sound of that word reminds you of. And it might be, it will make your life a lot easier. It will make your expenses cheaper. It will make you appear like a local and feel like a local. And it's just really helpful, and it saves you so much money as well. Okay, I'm going to finish it here since this video is getting too long, and there's gonna be a next part for the 1, 6, 7, 8. So we've done 8 tips. We have another 7 to go. I'll see you in another video. Thanks for watching, and remember to stop counting calories and start counting hills. Bye.